Well, Grisha Kramer, man, and I think you got one of the hottest ideas in this country, man. You're like in what, 6 or 9 cities already
Yeah,
doing this?
it's
Yeah,
not necessarily my idea. It's actually Zach Buckner and Arnie
yeah.
Katz's idea, but
I
they,
see.
they are very,
Well,
very
you're
good.
there helping
Yeah.
out, but that's it. But relayfoods.com, now what you do is like it's all local food and local processors or hip specialty food items just for your area. That but you create like a it's like a farmer's market online for all your local food, and then you deliver it, so I don't have to get my butt out of the house at all.
Yeah, and we do deliver it to your door for $12. Like our website is very much like there is a farmer's market right next to a grocery store, and if you
Uh
made,
huh.
hot sauce in a way that the FDA approved of, you could sell it in the parking lot. That would be our website. But yes, like you said, we'll deliver it for $12. But most of our customers use pickups. They like to get out of the house for not
Ah,
so
I
long,
see.
and
So
that's a truck that your
there's a
groceries are waiting
oh,
for you.
so the truck somewhere in the neighborhood will come like once a week or something like that. Is that what it is?
Yes. So
Yeah.
there's several spots a day. They sit there from 3 to 7 generally. Usually it's one or two times a week.
Uh
And
huh.
the idea is, you're usually only doing your grocery shopping that often. You go to the
I
truck, you pick
see.
up your groceries. You don't have to bring your children inside a physical grocery store, and there's no candy aisle. So that makes life a little easier for parents, or at least.
And then you pick up just what you need, instead of buying all this other crap or getting crap for the kid to get diabetes from or whatever the heck, yeah, with all that stuff. Well, that's terrific. So but the most important thing about this is you're getting locally produced food picked from the farm yesterday on your table today, kind of thing, right?
Yeah, so the
Yeah.
idea is, it's 2014, and I don't know why, it took so long for the American farmer to be online in an
Yeah.
effective way. That's what we're trying to do at Relay and make it so, if you work on Saturdays or if you just want to sleep right through the farmer's market, we're there for you.
Yeah.
And you can order the food online, and then it'll be waiting for you on a truck the next day, or we will bring it straight to your door.
Ah, well, I mean, that's true. These farmers market, I mean, they look interesting, but number one, I'm in Washington D.C. We must have like 50 farmers markets in the area. So if I'm making my great jams and jellies, I can't be at 50 places at one time, right? But but here on your website, I could be at 50 places, or I could visit 50 farmers markets all from my kitchen table.
Exactly. So, like, as a farmer, you can't sell everything you make at a farmer's market. You have to
Right.
sell some of it to grocery stores, and we've,
Yeah.
committed to paying far, far more than grocery stores for farm.
Ah, well, that's
So,
another benefit, but you guys are doing it, helping local farmers get better money for their food, right? Because you said earlier before we talked, you said like a local farmer only gets like what, 10, 20 cents on a dollar for it,
yeah,
and you're giving the farmer 60 cents on a dollar? Man, yeah, you're going to start a revolution.
well, that's the idea is to take these people, pay them a fair wage, and that way, if eating local is something you're interested in, you can spend your money locally and keep your money in the local economy.
Ah,
And
yeah.
the food doesn't travel as far, and it's a lot of it is much, much tastier.
So your radishes have been sitting on a truck for a week and a half, right?
Exactly. So it's here today, gone tomorrow, but
Right.
it's that much fresher.
Ah, oh, that's cool. And it's also, but local, what do you call it? Specialty food items that are made locally. I mean, when we were talking earlier, you said about, the guy has this barbecue sauce he's making in his basement and his wife hates him for it. He can
Yeah,
contact you and get a distribution for it, right? And make 60 cents on the dollar.
yeah. So it's one of my favorite stories. Is this guy in Charlottesville who makes Bone Doctor's barbecue sauce? He started selling it to fund his daughter's little league team. He was just making it for fun,
Ah, I
and it kept
see.
selling. And now he's selling it to us. So now he can sell it in Charlottesville, Washington D.C., Lynchburg
Wow.
or Harrisonburg, Durham, North Carolina, Raleigh, North
Wow.
Carolina. There's a bunch of other places that people can get access to that stuff. And it's
So,
pretty good.
so you're like the Amazon for local fresh food, right? I go to Amazon for all the books or toys or whatever the hell I'm looking. But for food and fresh food, instead of going Safeway, the food's been on the truck forever. I come to you and get not only fresh stuff but unique stuff. That only the. I mean, is this like local made baked goods too that you have?
Yep, we do have, if your business was around and successful before we existed, we will still buy your food and sell it for a little bit more. And that
Ah,
gives people access to like local bakeries. There's
I
some
see.
local restaurants that we get soup from. And yeah,
Ah.
our whole business model, like you said, it's like Amazon and the farmer's market had a child, and then they all moved into their rich uncle grocery store and raised the child together. That child would be Relay Foods. But
I, now, so you get soup and stuff. So is this like ready to serve food? I mean, it's almost like catering in a way, some of it.
yeah, so places like there's this place Mona Lisa Pasta in Charlottesville, which
Uh,
has great Italian food, and will bring you their breadsticks, will bring you their pizza. They make the best oven
oh,
pizza I've ever had. It was pretty phenomenal because you know that experience of you're eating an oven pizza and you're going to feel exactly like an oven pizza
right.
afterwards. Yeah, but it was neither the taste of that nor the experience of that afterwards with this oven pizza. It was delicious, which is that's a rare thing.
Wow. So the cities you're in now, okay, Charlottesville, Washington D.C. I'm in Washington. Like I saw you guys here, and there was great, wonderful woman who was doing the marketing on 14th Street there. Nice lady. And what are the other cities? Baltimore and where else?
Baltimore, Durham and Raleigh in
Uh-huh.
North Carolina. We're also at Chapel Hill, I believe. So, and we also have a couple satellite markets, so you can still get this food maybe 1 or 2 days a week in Stanton and in Fishersville, in Harrisonburg, and in Lynchburg as well.
Wow. So you're covered really the Virginia area, North Carolina, Washington D.C., and you're in Richmond too, right?
Yeah, and Richmond
Right.
also, so you can
Right.
get it in Stafford and Fredericksburg out near Richmond too.
Ah, well, that's wonderful. It's relayfoods.com. Get the best fresh fruits, vegetables, and locally made specialty foods delivered to your door, or you pick up locally once a week or once every other day or whatever you want it.
Yeah,
And it's great and if you're a local food guy or a local, farmer, you want to know about you guys too, right? Because you have the best payouts in the business.
yeah.
Safeway's not going to match you guys, right?
And unlike most services like this, it's a la carte. You don't like Amazon. You don't pay anything for an account with us. You order food when you
Ah,
want
I
to.
see.
So people can order. Like I personally, I do some shopping at the grocery store, but I use Relay to get like meats, chocolate bars. I get a big bag of yogurt pretzels that I would be
Oh,
embarrassed to
really?
store.
Wonderful. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
it can
look.
be used, to replace the grocery store or
Right,
just to get something nice every once in a while. So
right.
it's kind of not, it's not a big investment with us.
So I don't have to like some of these farm cooperative. I mean, I have to, buy for a year every month or something like that. So it's just, as you say, a la carte. So
Yeah.
I don't want the prepackaged meal. I just want to pay for what I want now.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. Because until this, most sort of ways to get farm to table food was a long
Right,
investment. Then you were going to get maybe more food from the farm than you wanted
right,
every week.
exactly.
So
What are
now,
we gonna
now you
do with
get
all these mushrooms? Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, thank you, Grisha. Thanks that you're there and you're inspired to help this business grow because it sounds like something we really need and the world is changing and you're part of it. So thank you for being there.
yeah.
That's reallyfoods.com.
Lovely.
Take care.